Hey y'all, welcome back. Alrighty, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. Alright, Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? Alright, so I heard hazmat, but I know that's protective wear, right? Like, to let people know that you're their hazmat suit or, hazmat suit. So that would be worn to keep you from contaminants or things like radiation, things that may touch your skin or get around you. Hazmat suit, just for your protection, having to wear some sort of safety suit. What else, Spirit? What else do you have for the collective? I heard intentions and intentional. But it's feeling a little dark. It's not feeling, in regards to wearing the hazmat suit, right? You're being protected from something or someone who has intentions. They're being very intentional about what it is that I'm hearing their target. So, okay, thank you for that, Spirit. I'm hearing garner. I don't use that word, but to garner someone's attention, or I heard warranty or warrant, to garner. What would garner mean? Like, as far as it, being a noun, or what is that? Garner? I'm hearing the word witness. And then we heard attention with that. So garner attention. So maybe it's going to bring forth, might feel like commotion. I'm hearing retaliation right now, but I'm trying to stick to what it is. I already am trying to decipher the energy. So it sounds like possibly there is an energy to where it's going to bring awareness, attention, but it's also going to bring forth witnesses, whatever this is. And whomever the hazmat suit is referring to, like that, the wearer of, is going to be, I'm hearing confrontational. So there's going to be something surrounding a confrontation of sorts, but there are going to be witnesses as to the occurrence of, or I don't know if this is to aid you or to aid the person who's on the receiving end, to say, oh, well, I was here and I saw and I heard and I seen and I can reference. All right, y'all. So there's an account, someone taking account of something. I'm hearing by your side. So this is going to be beneficial to you or whoever I'm speaking to in this energy. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and shuffle the deck. Thank you, Spirit, for the channel, the energy thus far. All right, so these two cards are kind of just, hanging out. But I'm looking at the formation here, how the cards are sticking out of the deck. I mean, this could be an L shape. It could have to do with a handgun even. I'm just referencing this energy right now. I am not going to pull the cards out. I'm just going to leave them in. And, go from there. So the hazmat suit is coming up again. So this is about safety and protection. A hazmat suit, I'm getting the part where there's like it's a full body suit, but I'm more or less being shown now surrounding the headgear. There's definitely like a mask sort of headgear piece that I'm being drawn to. But as far as a contaminant, it's like keeping the contamination within the suit that the wearer is wearing. So I can now kind of say that the hazmat suit is for the person who is being harmful. They want to harm someone, but they have on like a hazmat suit. So if there is like an energetic demonic influence or something that could possibly spread, it cannot, because it's in the suit, inside with the wearer of the suit. All right, thank you, Spirit, for that. Whoa. So that means even if this person who you know to be toxic comes around you, it's like they can't penetrate you energetically. Like there cannot be a transference of this demonic entity that they are a host to. All right, we got it. But I still feel the energy of them wanting to come around and cause some sort of conflict, but it's not going to penetrate. We have the Fool card at the bottom of the deck, y'all. So, Spirit, tell me more about the Fool card reversed. So, the Fool card for me automatically says, this, I'm hearing free will as I begin, but this is a new beginning. And it means that there are no precautions, like there's nothing to worry about, but it's not giving me the happy-go-lucky energy that I normally get when I see the Fool card in reverse, because normally it's like you get to be free and clear. But when I heard free will, I feel like that's the person in the hazmat suit who has nothing to lose. It's giving me they escaped out of a mental hospital is what it's giving me. And maybe that's the reason why they have on the hazmat suit. And the hazmat suit to me would mean when you look at somebody in a hazmat suit, you would say danger. So there's something around that, either they're contaminated or there's a potential of a contamination. Like if you just saw that, just laying sight on someone with this suit on, right? But when I got the free will and the escape from a mental hospital, even meaning this person has nothing to lose, if they escaped from help, that means they don't want the help. So they're like worse off than what they would have been if they would have stayed in that mental hospital to get the aid, the medication, the shelter, the food, because it means this person really can't fend for themselves. Like they can't even look out for themselves. They can't even go to McDonald's and place an order by themselves, without having some challenges and difficulties. That's how bad it is. All right, y'all. So that's the underlying energy for what we're about to get into. I'm hearing, so just know when this person comes around. So they could be, I guess if this is resonating with you and you know someone in your past who have been proven toxic but they keep coming around you, but there was some bouts with mental illness, you just kind of knew, but this person would never admit to it or never, say they were on medication because they didn't want you to think anything was wrong. That was their whole deal, was just eluding things, to their perception of what others had placed on them or what they wanted people to believe about them. They wanted to set the course for that. So whatever lies they could have told, whatever deceiving measures they could have taken, that's what it was. That was priority. So you would not see the real them. But you knew, collective, you knew that this person was mentally challenged. And I'm not making fun of this person. It's just you were the closest to them at one point. So you put two and two together. You saw the red flags. You understood why this and why that. Now you get it. But this person's in bad shape is what with the hazmat suit channel energy that I got. So when you see this person approaching, now they have on the suit, the hazmat suit, to contain that entity that lives within them, that it cannot energetically reach you. But the fact that they're approaching with a hazmat suit should be some sort of warning, it should be all kind of indicators going off. So that just means not to entertain this person, because it may look like they're together for how, however they're able to pull together the little resources that they have, because they, the energy is that they just escaped a mental institution, so they don't have a lot. And then I was told that they can't even go to McDonald's and place an order by themselves. And I'm not even sure what all that entails. If they can't get their speech together, maybe they're mentally like in a place to where people are put off by them upon, approach, because I'm hearing reproach. So reproach to me means back away. Like people don't, like there's something about when this person comes around, people immediate, but that's a hazmat suit. Like, look, right? If somebody came to you in a hazmat suit, are you going to go and embrace them? No, you're like going to back up. Like, wait, what's happening here? But it's to this point now in this person's journey that's immediately, I'm having a hard time getting my words out, y'all. Maybe that's the issue. Immediately, you're going to know something's off. So it could be by way of their speech, their vocabulary, how they're even saying hello to you. Maybe it's not a hello. Maybe it's a run up and start like demanding things or whatever. That I don't know what that is, y'all, but something's not right, because this person. Formally, you know who they were. You've seen them through the trickery, the lies that they tried to even play you with. Like, you know this person. But this time around, you see them in a hazmat suit. So it's like period. There's a period attached to that. Whew. All right, y'all. That again, that's the bottom of the deck energy. So let's go ahead and get into the cards, y'all. See what's going on. Let's check the temperature here. I believe we had the temperature check, but let's get into what actually is transpiring. Ooh, I heard communication just now, so it does have to be with how they're communicating or the words that they're choosing. I'm hearing vernacular, the words they're using even, or maybe there's some misuse of terms. Maybe they're not saying, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what that is for you. General reading. But it's the communication. Let's get underneath this Fool card reverse, see what's going on. Got a little warm over here, y'all, just now. So I mean, I felt the darkness energy with the Fool card, because that wasn't my normal Fool reversed energy that I picked up. I'm turning these cards over that were face down, and let's just run through this. So we have the High Priestess reverse, 4 of Pentacles reverse, 7 of Pentacles reverse. Y'all, I haven't touched these cards in like 3 days. Whenever the last reading was, the last time I touched these cards, but that's what I do. Spirit, tell me more about the High Priestess reverse, 4 of Pentacles reverse, 7 of Pentacles reverse. So I'm hearing they're looking for their property. That's what I'm hearing. This person may not physically own any land, property, or anything that you might even have, but maybe that's the approach, is that you have something of theirs. They could be looking at you as property, collective, at this point, because they just got out of a mental hospital, is the idea here of the energy. And I know I don't have to say that for those who are new in the room. I mean, I guess I will. For those who are new in the room, you know, we're critical thinkers here. I receive the energy, you take it and ask your guides, what the hell does that mean? Don't leave any question marks in the comments, because, you know, but that's not helpful for me. You can't verbalize what it is that you want to ask, you know, and then it's disrespectful, because it's like I went through and expended all of my energy just for you to come back with a question mark. Somebody did that to me. I gave them 2 tries, because they did it to me twice, and I hid them from the channel. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, you can verbalize what it is that you want to ask me. If I'm taking the energy to do this for you, at least say, well, what does that mean? Or what? Don't leave a question mark. Like, that's disrespectful. It's like, seriously. Anyway, you guys, for the people who are new here, you know, that doesn't mean they really left a mental hospital. They could have. They really could have. Or escaped was the energy. It's not even like they were not evicted, or maybe that's a sentiment too. Maybe the mental institution was like, okay, you gotta go, you know, maybe that happened. I don't know what would cause, you know, a mental hospital to say that they have to evict one of their patients, you know, outside of them hurting a staff member, and you know, that could be it. I told you upon sight, this person has a hazmat suit on. People are already backing up. So their energy could be aggressive at this point. You know, they might look like you and I, but it's something about the energy, how they're approaching people. Like, people like, no, get away. That's where this person is. So back to the property. So I heard they were looking for their property. Is the energy surrounding. So this person is mentally unstable. I'm not even going to use vernacular that'll seem disrespectful, but y'all know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. But this person, I said, you know, we were already told that they're in the worst case scenario right now if they've been kicked out of a mental institution. Oh, discharged. They weren't discharged. So a discharge would mean, okay, you're good to go. So good luck on your new journey, right? No, that Fool card reverse told me that somebody's off on a new journey, but it's some darkness there. It's like nobody wants to fool with this person. It's the energy, y'all. So the Seven of Pentacles speaks of investments. It's as if this person feels like they have buried treasure and they're on the hunt to find it. Like they feel like somebody robbed them or took it from them. They could have really been robbed in real life, but maybe in their mind, they're going back to where they know they had like positive influences. So they're wanting to venture back to those places thinking there's some buried treasure there. Because they don't have anything. They've been robbed. So they want to get back what was, in their mind, it was taken from them. That's how they're looking at things right now. The High Priestess is reversed. Yeah. That Four of Pentacles, loss of control. But that could be their mental. They've lost control of how it is that things really are supposed to make sense. Next to that High Priestess reverse, yeah, they're really off kilter here. But they're looking for their buried treasure. Let's see what's next to this. And that buried treasure, aka you, Divine Collective. They're going back to the things that brought them goodness, or they remember it was goodness there. So you are that buried treasure to them. It's hidden from them. You were hidden from them, collective. Yeah. And they got to find you now. Now, if this person is in the worst possible mental health scenario, maybe they can't get to you. They don't remember how to get to you. So there could be memory loss here. Maybe they attacked a staff member that they thought was somebody else. You know, something took place here, y'all, to where they were receiving help, they got put out. I'm hearing lack of judgment. Lack of judgment. All right, next to this energy, they're going back to where they thought their buried treasure may be. Right? I'm hearing pun intended. I don't know where the pun was, but take it for what it's worth. We have the Nine of Wands on its side. We have the Eight of Cups on the side. For me as a reader, is to be determined. But let's see what's going on here. So being unable to walk away or walking away, I feel like they walked away from something that's helpful, but then they're maybe walking towards something that's not helpful. Their transmitters are either they're shut down, like I would like to say, you know, the conduits, the electricity, they're running, like they're still communicating. But I feel like communication-wise, it's either the wires are twisted now or there's some that are short. Y'all, I'm saying all of these things. That's where the pun intended came from. I'm saying all of these things that will communicate somebody's off. But it's like I'm not trying to make that fit if that's how it's coming. That's the energy, the messages I'm receiving. And it all has to do with this person not, I was going to say playing with a full deck, but I refrained, but I said it anyway. Nine of Wands means on its side, for me as the interpreter, it's like they want to go or they want to leave, but they want to stay. Like that's what the Nine of Wands is giving me right now. But it has to do with actions. But the actions have to do with once they get there or once they leave there, then what? They don't know. They don't know what's next. Now, once upon a time, they probably had a whole plan laid out. But really right now, with those newer transmitter energy I was getting, something short, off, not working mentally, they don't know. So when they do communicate, maybe it comes across as this person sounds out of their mind. That's what's happening. That's what's causing people to back up, like all the way up, because it's coming out like direct. Right off the bat, meeting a stranger. And that's when people are like, oh, okay, I see what this is. Let me, you know, let me get lost real quick, you know, from this person. That's what I'm getting. All right, y'all. Yikes. I mean, things get spelled out for me, but that's like really plain here. Really, really plain. All right, y'all, let's get over here, cross over to this energy. Let's see what we have. So I see the Three of Cups here reversed on top of the moon. Spirit, what's going on with this? What's going on with the moon card? Because you know that's some hidden stuff. Something needs to come to light here about a Three of Cups situation, or maybe the possibility of whatever's coming to light is putting this person in a Three of Cups. I don't know if this is the same energy just yet. It doesn't feel like the same. It feels like this person is off on a new journey, but they're headed nowhere, literally. And then this might be someone else tied to this person. But whatever this is, it's in the moon card. I feel like they wanted, okay, so, I'm looking at the Two of Swords reverse. That has to do with a decision that needs to be made, but there's not a lot, if anything, to go off of here. So I feel like this person's missing in action here. Or whoever is in this energy who is going to have something revealed to them that they did not know about, or they needed this person in place. They needed this person in somebody's institution. They don't care if it's a hospital, a group home, whatever. They needed this person to be in some sort of position, because I feel like having this person who's mentally challenged, like on the very worst case scenario of being mentally challenged, them not having this person in this position kind of foils their plan, is what I'm hearing. There's something with the illusion, there's something about perception. I touched on perception earlier in the channeling, about them wanting to kind of plan out how it is that they wanted people to perceive them. But I'm hearing backfired, something backfired off of this. I'm hearing it's no longer working. So whatever illusion was put in place is no longer working here. Okay, so here we are. Here we go. The person who's mentally challenged, I said they needed to be put somewhere, like still. So this person could possibly keep an eye on them for something to work or to carry out. They needed possibly just access to this person who's mentally ill. And they're not getting it because this person was put out, kicked out, something happened. They're no longer institutionalized. And it's going to foil or spoil the plans here for this person who is in or going to be in this Three of Cups, or is in this Three of Cups reverse. It's messing up the plans. I'm hearing the whereabouts. They just need to know the whereabouts of this person who's mentally challenged. And when I say mentally challenged, because I'm trying not to use like language that's going to, you know, be disparaging of this person who's definitely not in a good way mentally. When I say mentally challenged, that's who I'm referring to here. And it's not because of, I don't know. I don't want to keep harping on that, y'all. Y'all understand. Y'all understand. I heard I'm doing too much. Okay. All right. So under the Nine of Cups, well, under the Two of Swords, y'all, that might have something to do with the energy. That has something to do with this energy that I just said that. That's why that moon card is here, because there's something else going on here with this. It feels like, I don't know if this has to do with somebody receiving a check for somebody who, as long as they're institutionalized, they're going to receive a check or something. But if this person gets put out, or I don't feel like this person could walk out on their own, like cognizant, or, you know, just by their own will, free will. When I heard free will with the Fool card reverse, it was dark. So I don't feel like this person could be discharged or just walk out and say, I'm good. They're not in a position to do that. They have to be in someone's institution. But that also means the other side of that is homelessness. If they're not in an institution, then they're homeless. Because I heard this person cannot even fend for themselves in that regard of just going to place an order at McDonald's. I'm feeling rage energy from this person who is challenged mentally with a mental illness. I got it in the beginning, but I didn't harp on it. but this is a raid, because I said there's something about their approach with people, like that hazmat suit. Like if you saw somebody in a hazmat suit, you automatically know that, ooh, no, I don't need to be around that person. It's something about their communication, what they're saying, or their aggression. There was some sort of aggression there with the approach that they're taking with strangers. All right, y'all. Okay. Whew. All right, underneath this 2 of Swords reverse, we have the 9 of Cups and then the 10 of Swords. Excuse me, this lets me know, confirmation, this person is tied to an energy of, they have a good 9 of Cups as long as this person's in the 10 of Swords. Because this was hiding behind the 9 of Cups. That 10 of Swords is a worst case scenario completion for someone. I said as long as this person over here had an account of, that's the witness energy. That's the witness energy from the challenging. As long as this person had an eye on this person with the mental illness, then it was all good for them. But there's something coming out about how this was being done, or why they needed to have an eye on this person or make sure this person stayed inside of someone's institution. Let's keep going. All right, underneath this energy of the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Swords, turn these cards over. We have Judgment, ooh, and the Ace of Swords, y'all. I'm gonna say that they're on the side for interpretation purposes, but let's feel the energy out, y'all. So this person was placing some sort of judgment themselves on this situation. I'm hearing relationship, situation, this person who's battling this mental illness. They were the judge and jury, but that's when they went wrong here. That's why they needed to keep a close eye on this person with the mental illness, because they had called judgment themselves on something. So you know what that means? That means that they manipulated energies or did whatever they needed to do to make sure they stayed in a certain position over this person with the mental illness. Underneath the Judgment card, we have that Ace of Swords. So I feel like this is something that brought them new beginnings, but it was the same old, same old. But it was by their hands, Judgment card energy. They placed judgment on this person themselves, but they were doing something that was counteractive to keep something going, but it was to keep someone confined in something. That's this person with the mental illness. It was to keep them trapped. Okay, so I'm getting a reference of them breaking out or breaking free from an institution, this person with the mental illness, but that institution could be this person who brought judgment on them. They didn't wait for a creator source to do it. They did it themselves, however it is that they did it. I'm getting something with government agencies, paperwork. They could have lied on this person who's battling the mental illness. Yes, this person with the red flags and everything that went off, this person did have grounds for someone to say, you know, a medical doctor or whatever, psychiatrist, to say, yeah, well, you have bipolar depression, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That would cause this person to be labeled as such. Anytime they were arrested, anytime there was some sort of conflict, this person over here who called judgment called the police or said, oh yeah, well, they've done this before. Check the records. Yes, they've been here. They've been there. They're on this medication. This person brought judgment because they wanted to keep this person confined in a 10 of Swords because they were put in a 10 of Swords situation. They brought judgment. So, yeah, I feel like this is, if I break this down even further, it's going to go in a whole another reading here. But this is general, so we're going to leave it at this. I'm going to get some clarifiers, though. Wowzers. I'm hearing who could do a thing like that. But then you and I, we can't be judge and jury. We can't question why this person said, well, I'm going to get justice myself, and I'm going to bring judgment on this whole situation, and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to make sure this person gets the help that they need. You know, that's one way of looking at it. But then at the same time, they're only doing this because they had to call the police on this person. And that was their way of getting back at this person, because the proof was already in the pudding. But they put an extra oomph on it by calling the police, making sure. It's almost as if every time something happens, I guess it works like a legal system. Like, you get a slap on the wrist, then you get charged, then you get charged a fine, then you got to go do time. Like, each time this occurs, like, it gets worse. That's what I'm getting here, to where this person was not in a position to leave the institution. If it were a mental hospital, they could not walk out of there because of the direct results of leading up to this. It could be a history worth of just tit for tat back and forth between these two energies. I told you these were two separate energies from the jump. Anyway, Spirit, please clarify the energies. Let the cards fall as they may. It was vindictive is the point here. But it's not as this person wasn't battling a mental illness. This person possibly put hands on this person. This person was disrespectful to this person. So, you know, we can't be the judge and jury here, because this person basically had to do what they had to do. But then again, it worked in their favor, but it may seem vindictive. All right. Poverty popped out in the deck on the side, but I feel like it still could be linked to some sort of money energy. Maybe that's where some vindictive energy arises from this person. Could be. Well, I did say that this person feels, the mentally ill person feels that something was stolen from them, taken from them. So now they're on the hunt to go find it. Oh, duh. Look, I look and see the thief card. So we were already there. Thank you, Spirit. Thief card at the bottom of the clarifying deck. So they both stole from each other in that regard. So this person with the mental illness possibly stole from this person who has the vendetta, who's been vindictive. But then this person is stealing this person's freedom. They're stealing the freedom from the person who's mentally ill, because they took justice in their own hands with the Judgment card. But that's not what was supposed to happen. That's why I say we can't say, oh, well, she was I say she, could be he, but, that's what I was getting. She was well within her right to call the police on him, because that's what I was getting, because he put hands on her. But then if he stole money from her, that's a whole nother situation. Like, did she do that because he put hands on her, or because she stole money? With the history energy, like leading up to this back, it seems like a tit for tat. That might have been the final nail in the coffin, that he stole money from her. So, okay, that's how we doing this. And then boom, 911. Yes, he just put hands on me, and he probably didn't even touch her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like, it's really like that with these two. Well, whatever's going on. Okay, here's some clarifiers. I'm gonna turn them over. They fell over on this energy to where this person's looking for their buried treasure, whatever that may mean. So we have judication. I mean, yeah, we've been talking about that. He's wanting to know where his stuff is, or who took it, or where, he last left it, how he can get it back, and that might be where you come in, collective. I don't mean to laugh. I do not mean to laugh. Distant horizon. So there's some work that needs to be done, I'm feeling, from this card. I know it means something's at a distance, but that's specifically what I heard. There's some work that needs to be done here. What does that mean, Spirit? Okay, so it's in reference to this judication. So possibly there is a court energy. I'm hearing whatever, however you say the word. So I feel that's like specific to a location. So something may be out of the district. Well, I mean that something was settled or filed in a location different than you, collective, if this pertains to you. So there was something that happened possibly you didn't even know about. That was, I'm hearing decided in your favor, but whatever that is, I don't know. It's general reading again, y'all. So maybe this is news to you, or maybe you've had hints about this, but it went in your favor. Something about occupation. I'm hearing lead time with this. So maybe there was something that needed to hurry up and be done here because of a lead time. Lead time usually means there's some scrutiny when it comes to like the projected time, or you need to get this done by a certain date. Occupation card. That's what I'm getting. Thoughts. This has to do with you, collective. Look at the lady in the occupation card, and then the portrait in the thoughts card. So this has something to do with your work, whatever it is that you do, and you minding your business at that. You working the midnight hour, you know, you making it happen for you and yours. And this person's sitting over here harping on you, possibly tied to what you do for a living. Behind the thoughts card, we have community. I heard representatives when I saw this card. So possibly these are people who can vouch for you, collective. Maybe that's another thing with the witness energy. So there's an attachment here with the witness energy to this person who brought judgment on the situation against the person battling the mental illness. Possibly that's your witness energy here. So if y'all are tied to the same person, because we'll just say the person with the mental illness is your ex-person, and this person who's brought judgment on them needs to speak with you about something. That's your witness. They need to speak with you about possibly what you all share in common. Not only this ex-person, but I'm hearing the word abuse. What you all went through. Well, you independently of this person, but this person knows about you. They know about you. You don't know about them. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you pass them on the street, you may not know them, but you may have felt energetically a presence, or just somebody on you, or just like, it's like a lurking energy. So they could have been spying on you. Like your social media even. You can feel the pull of the energy, but you wouldn't know them in person. You might. Behind the community card, we have sudden wealth. They need to talk to you. There's a witness account here of something. And it could be tied to some sort of money, currency, energy, something that's going to better your life. All right, y'all. That's what I have. I hope this helps.